It's three guys who combined to play 15 seasons in the National Football League trenches. Well, two guys. And Mackey, who didn't do shit. This is the O-Line Committee.
A little hot take Tuesday on the O-Line Committee. Jeremiah is traveling back from Seattle, where he watched the Seahawks put a little beat down on the Houston Texans last night. Dude, those Seattle fans were conflicted last night because devastating Game 7 late loss in the ALCS for the Mariners, and then the Seahawks came back and won that game.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little upset, and you know I'm a little bit of a baseball fan, but how are we going to let a Canadian team, the country of hockey, has now invaded the sport of baseball, and you have officially let them in? It's like they have one team up there, and you let that one team in.
One team.
You have one job. You have one job, Seattle. Dude,
one job.
My son was so mad. He was looking at me. I was like, it's your sport. You let him in.
I was mad too, man. Like, I mean, you and I both lived there for 5 minutes in our lives in Washington. I became, so the Twins are my main baseball team, being from Minnesota. I have a bunch of family from Chicago, so the Cubs have always been my second baseball team.
More gross.
The Mariners like my third baseball team. And I kind of felt that on a level last night, like you would for your third baseball team getting beat in devastating fashion.
Third team, yeah, you got to find it deep in there. It's in there.
I let out a deep sigh.
I let mine out weeks ago. It's okay. Stupid Guardians.
Oh, so you're a Guardians fan?
Oh, I'm a huge Guardians fan. Are you kidding me? I used to go to the spring training when I played, and I would go down, and I knew the strength coach at the time, and they would end up coming to see us, which was so fun because when they were in town, they would come talk to us. And dude, I'm not kidding you. I don't know why nobody let me play baseball, probably because I'm 7 foot tall and my strike zone was like this big and I couldn't swing a bat to save my life. But when you talk to these guys, you literally look at them like, do you even know where you are? Or do you know that this is planet Earth? They are so chill that you were like, there's no way this guy's going.
Are you left or right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Throwing and batting.
Had my mom been smart, she would have put that arm behind my back and tied it there and been like, it's all lefty from here on out. But
because you could have been like a 6'7" lefty power reliever, 6'8". Randy, you could have been like Randy Johnson, just coming out.
Could you imagine
killing
me
birds?
And Randy would have squared off. God,
you know he's like Marshawn Lynch. He's a credentialed photographer.
I've seen him.
And Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah. Also, these guys will just be like in the photo pits of big sporting events.
We saw Randy photoing in Arizona. Actually, we were standing there and we were TV timeout, and someone's looking at me and they get the old nudge like, "Hey, that fucking Randy Johnson?"
Right.
Everybody looks over. 7 foot tall guy holding the camera, like gives everybody a nonchalant hi,
scowling. Yeah.
As you sees the whole huddle look over at him, and he just gives us the old "Hey, don't draw attention to me. Thank you. I see you. Yeah. You see me." We were all like, "Holy shit! Talk about retirement. This guy. Look at you, man.
Ridiculous, man. Guy pitched until he was 45 and started being a professional photographer.
The bird exploded. Kapoomy.
Wow. It's crazy.
Badoomy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right,
amazing.
Did someone like save the bones of that bird and put it in?
I don't think there was any. I think it was literally went into nothing.
Football.
It's a hot take Tuesday, so I'm going to.
And Jay's not even here. God. This is great.
By the way, couple things.
Ding him.
Late fine. Also, just missing the podcast altogether. Fine. And double the no Swifty Sirles sign for both today and yesterday in his hotel room. Did not have the Swifty Sirles.
Yeah.
So, eat them.
Whole weird. You know, that thumbnail I sent you, you should make it the caption for today. That one, the picture of him sitting in his chair.
In his little hotel room.
You should definitely do it.
I'll throw it up on the O-Line Committee Instagram account for sure.
I'm surprised he didn't hit you with the send me the link. I'll jump on when I can.
I did send him the link, and maybe he will.
So
jump
he could come
on.
All right, okay.
So it's a hot take Tuesday. I'm going to give you for sure 2 hot takes, and then we can go through the updated Super Bowl Contender Ladder according to me.
I'm so excited.
But I want to start with this one. So my guy Baker Mayfield, our guy Baker Mayfield, not his greatest performance last night. I'm going to move Baker down the MVP rankings just a touch.
That hurts.
Because my hot take is the 2 leading candidates for NFL Most Valuable Player right now, according to me, are Drake Maye and Dak Prescott. That is my hot take. So Drake Maye currently tied for the NFL lead in passer rating. He literally has the highest passer rating in the entire NFL, tied with Jared Goff, just ahead of Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts, et cetera, et cetera. Dak Prescott's up there too. If you want to go QBR, Drake Maye is top 5 in QBR. He's got 12 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, leads the NFL in completion percentage, 75%, and maybe most importantly, has been a huge catalyst reason for why the Patriots are 5-2 and winning their division right now, including a tiebreaker over the Bills. Dak Prescott is the main reason why the Cowboys are 500 and fighting for a playoff spot. He's picked up where he left off after his last full season 2 years ago, where he did get MVP consideration. And the Cowboys have scored 40 points in half their games so far this year. So Dak Prescott and Drake Maye are the 2 leading candidates for NFL Most Valuable Player, according to me. That's my first hot take.
I think you're definitely super hot with the Drake one. Like for me, it's like I gotta. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not buying that one.
They once told the Wright brothers that that's a super hot take about that thing being able to fly. I don't know about that, but
here's
that's what they say about all visionaries.
The Dak one is not a hot take. If Eberflus knew how to coach a defense, that team would be scary. And I'm not even kidding you. Think about this. The fact that we're talking about them and CD just came back and we're still like, God, they're still putting up points, right? Like, George Pickens getting traded to Dallas, we all thought in the beginning this was going to go kaboomy, right? The Brian Schottenheimer, this is not going to work. Now you're bringing in George Pickens. CD's going to get pissed. Dak's coming off the hamstring. It's not going to work. You haven't had a run game. Offensive line's been trouble. All these things point to the direction of, yeah, this is going to be a terrible year. And now all of a sudden, and yes, their record doesn't show it, but their offense is on fire. They're insanely on fire. And that is the one not hot take where I'm looking at this going, man, Shoddy was probably the best hire there could have been. And it's a shame what happened early on with Micah Parsons and the whole we couldn't come together, because could you imagine if they would have had Micah Parsons on this team? Now, structurally, I don't know how you do that, I guess, money-wise. That's not my problem. It never was. That's the cap guy's bullshit. But at some point, we turn around and go, Jerry, if we would have had that guy, we really would have been fucking scary, right? Like, this is where it's like, man, it's all coming together. And this is on a team that I thought for sure was going to tank, right? Like, you just got too many bad things going on. Number one, your owner. I don't even have to say anything else, right? 2, you got a first-time head coach that probably in way over his head. A receiving core that's going to fight it out. And then a quarterback that I wasn't very confident in. And here, all of a sudden, we're looking at him going, shit, they're a tough team.
They can play a little bit.
Here's a guy that's going to pull it off. He's going to pull off the MVP. Why? Because he's playing well and he's having fun. Every time they show him on the sidelines, he's always smiling. Like, everything about that. Now, for me, the Patriots, yeah, I get it. They just beat the Titans. I'm not going to go nuts over this. Like, I see Dak putting up good numbers every week against really good teams, and you're like, okay, this is going to be interesting to see what happens. Like, dude, we talked about it yesterday. The Philly-Dallas game, oh, dude, I can't wait to see these two dysfunctional teams fight it out.
I got to pull it. When is that rematch?
It's got to be coming up soon.
It's going to be
2 weeks.
Oh my God. It's in 3 weeks. It's
3 weeks.
It's Sunday, November 23rd. It's the Tom Brady game. It's the Fox featured game on Sunday, November 23rd.
They need to flex that in, but it's too early, isn't it? You have to wait till week 12. You can. I think you can flex. I think you can. That is week 12, by the way. So you could. But Fox doesn't want to. That's Fox's prime game. So there's no way Fox gives that game up. Yeah, no,
it's going to be on Fox.
Tom gets what Tom wants. I mean, if he wants to be an owner and sit in the booth and commentate.
By the way, total side street. What's going to happen when the Raiders are? Well, this is laughable. This is a hot take in itself. When the Raiders are actually good.
That's a hot take.
Well, and Fox wants to put him on a 3:00 game to feature him. Are they gonna just move Tom to some crappier game? Because he can't call a Raiders game, right? There's no way.
Can't. Yeah, what was he gonna be like? Oh, there's my best friend. We see each other every day. No, you can't do that. I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully by then they have a new coach and a new quarterback. But before we get on that, this hot take that you got about Drake Maye, what is your infatuation out of nowhere with this Drake Maye-ness?
He's awesome. He is. He's big body, athletic, huge arm.
Oh, yeah, no question.
I think what I don't know. I love quarterbacks because I had to sit there and watch on schedule Kirk Cousins for 6 years in Minnesota every game. And if anything got a little off schedule, he'd sort of freak out, and he's one of the great on-schedule quarterbacks in the league. But I love it when guys, and even you saw it in college, man. Like he's playing for North Carolina a few years ago, and he's like, okay, I got to roll out to my right, throw off the wrong leg, and sling it 40 yards down the field on a dime touchdown. The Josh Allens, these guys who can, even Jalen Hurts, man, like the way he throws off balance. Yeah. I appreciate quarterbacks who can operate out of structure, if I could use a football phrase.
That's fair.
And he is awesome at that in year 2.
And they can go off script and they don't bat an eye, and they're like, yeah, I know where my receivers are, and even though I'm running out of the pocket. Now, I will say this, and I think both sides are equal in this, that there's talent on both sides. Like Ramondre Stevens runs the ball extremely hard. Like, granted, I think there was a little bit of fumbling issues last year, but we don't have those issues anymore. But for the most part, when you look out on the outside, like Diggsy, that whole thing, it's the same thing, right? Like they got Pickens, they took Diggsy, and it's like, okay, well, how long until this explodes? But it hasn't. And all of a sudden, we talked about it yesterday. In order to be a great coach, you have to be a great leader of men. And that's what Vrabel brings to the table of like, hey, listen, if you think I'm putting up with any of this bullshit, you're out of your mind, right? Like I played for this team when we were actually good. I made this team good. We're not doing this. Him, the Keyshawn Butte, like, dude, there's so many dudes on this team that they're showing up, and you're like, yeah, Drake's doing a great job. Can they sustain it though? Like, I feel like there's going to be a minute where all of a sudden Josh Allen goes, all right, now you pissed me off, and now I'm going to do it, right? Like, I'm still waiting for that to happen. Whereas when you look at the NFC East, on the other hand, you're like the Giants. They don't know how to put the stranglehold on anyone because they're a young team. They're figuring that out about themselves, right? You look at the Washington. Sophomore slump going on over there, right? And really it comes down to, can Philly get this run game going to knock off Dallas? Because if Dallas comes in there and knocks off Philly, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Kind of on.
Dude, it is on. And then all of a sudden, you're really going to hear about Dak for MVP contention coming off a massive injury. Like,
so you need to like you need one more month to digest this hot take before you want to see Dak play the Eagles again.
I do.
And then maybe you'll jump on board with my.
But I feel bad
take.
for Dak though, because he is tied to his defense too. Like, you can put up the numbers of your life. Look at Burrow, right? They were winning games losing games 40-41. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden it's like, this guy's putting up great numbers. Yeah, but his team sucks. Can't make the MVP on its shitty team, right? And that's where it's like, man, if this defense doesn't figure it out, number one, you're burning a chance for a real Super Bowl, and it's been a long, long time. And I'm not saying that they're that caliber yet, because their defense needs some serious fucking work. Mm-hmm. But when you talk about like time wasted, talent wasted, this is it right here. Like, you're talking, we're week 8, and he's putting up MVP numbers, and we're like, but
here's the crazy thing: if you're Dallas, so what did they give? They gave up 2 first-round picks, it was 2 first-round picks,
2 first and a fifth,
the
right?
Packers and Kenny Clark.
I thought it was a pick in there too.
There was definitely 2 first-round picks, and like Kenny Clark.
Yeah,
came back from the Packers. There's some teams. I mean, like the Dolphins have some edge guys that there's rumors that there's going to be some trades in the next few weeks with the trade deadline. If you're Dallas, could you? And I haven't done any like deep dive research on which edge rushers might be available, but there's always like an edge rusher or two that could be. Who's the Von Miller? Who's the guy that could be available? Could you flip one of those 2 first-round picks you got in the Parsons trade for an edge rusher or a defensive piece to help you this season? If you beat the Eagles, well, I think the deadline's before that game, but like you could flip it and make a trade this season to help your. You watch. Here's the thing: on the offense, you watch the Lions play, and even last night, it's like Jahmyr Gibbs is running for 80 yards again, and that offense is clicking and ridiculous all over the place. The Cowboys have a better offense this year than the Eagles do in terms of just sheer scoring.
Yeah, they do. And
so if you have an offense like that, you owe it in the next few weeks, as crazy as it sounds, because you just traded Micah Parsons, to probably make a trade for something that can help your defense.
But who? That becomes the problem. There's nobody that you're looking at that you're like, I could give up a first-round talent, somebody that's going to come in, be young, fresh, and excitable right now to get who? Like,
yeah,
Hassan Reddick. That's why it's like there's not really a list. Like, you think about all the top guys, and they all just got paid. So it's like, well, you're not taking any of those guys. Who am I taking? Chop Robinson from Miami? Like, what culture is going on down there? Phillips? What you think about the league moving around? Like Cam Jordan? I mean, who are you fucking trading a first-round pick for? If I'm giving up a first-rounder, it better be T.J. Watts coming this way.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, how much do you trust NFLTradeRumors.co
Anything .co is 50% of my trust instantly.
Is that like the generic like black market version of the .com? .info? .info. They threw Dexter Lawrence's name out there as a.
I don't think the Giants
Bradley
are getting
Chubb.
rid of anything.
Bradley Chubb
for a first rounder.
Jalen Phillips' name is on here.
Of course it is.
They're saying
everybody
a
in Miami's
fourth round pick for Jalen Phillips, and this random website is saying a 4th round pick for Chubb. So you wouldn't even have to give up one of your 1st round picks. You can just trade something for one of these.
But even then, it's like, do I want to bring that kind of? That's another thing. People don't think about that. You bring a guy into a team, and instantly you force your team to like this guy when maybe they don't even know this guy. The dysfunction that comes from him being like, man, let me tell you how it was in Miami. And it's like, nope. We're doing just fine where we are. We don't want to hear about your fucking nonsense over there in Miami, okay? You keep that down there where they have problems. It's neither of those guys really entice. Dude, you know who I really, and I'm curious as to why he retired. It's probably because he's beat up. Did you see that Zadarius Smith retired?
Yeah, I was actually kind of thinking, could you get Z to come in for a half season and play for Dallas?
Well, the problem becomes if he unretires, I think he goes to Philly instantly. Because I think Philly holds his rights.
You'd have to like trade for him.
There's no way Philly's they're not Cleveland. They're not a bunch of dumbasses where they're like, hey, take our quarterback. Oh, wait, we play you later? Shit.
Oh,
we have him back?
Sorry, Mike. Sorry, buddy. You know what's funny? Like, even I was thinking before that game last Thursday, Tomlin, dude, what are you whining about? It's weird. Why are you whining about this? And plus, he's like 41. It's Joe Flacco's like ancient. What are you doing? He knew. This guy's got some juice. He's going to throw to those receivers. It's going to be a problem.
When I was home, I went on a quick radio station in Cleveland, and they were like, I brought it up, and I was like, I can't believe that Andrew Berry would do this. And they were like, I was like, dude, think about it. Like, if you're a team in the NFL and you just gave something to another team in your own division, that could have helped you win, and you gave it to another team to beat another team in your division, dude, you've got me so fucked up on so many different levels. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Are we even playing football anymore? Like, that is so dumb. And Tomlin saw it right away and was like, this is bullshit. This guy's beat us 12 times. We've only played him 20. So he has the one up on us. And now you've given him the one thing that, like, you just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's a low blow, man. That shit ain't ever really happened either. Think about the last time somebody traded a quarterback in division.
Oh, man.
Never.
That's a great trivia question.
Never.
It's got to be some for like a backup, but not
That's
a
what I'm
starter.
talking about. A starter.
Like that,
I'm
right?
saying a starter.
It's rare that starters
happened.
get traded, period, in the NFL. Yes. Backups happen all the time, but it's, yeah. My next hot take.
Do it.
I'm going to make you wait until the end of the new Super Bowl Contender Ladder that will be unveiled here momentarily. That's right.
I love
there are people in sports media that rank things based on, can I go wide there? There we go.
Do it.
They rank things based on tiers. They do power rankings. There's a herd hierarchy. Those are all ways to rank things, but I don't think anyone's using a ladder. So we're going to keep using a ladder here. This will be 32 teams ranked on rungs with a hot take toward the end of this.
Let's go.
Presented in part by our friends over at MyBookie. So if you are looking to make some money this football season, and maybe you're new, maybe you haven't dabbled, mybookie.ag, you can use the promo code OLINE, and the deal that they have for you is any bet you choose up to $500 is fully covered. So whether it's pro football, college, there's all sorts of other things too. If you're a basketball fan, NBA is starting back up, baseball playoffs, or World Series coming up here. So you make your play. If it doesn't hit, you get it right back when you use the bet back bonus token. That's mybookie.ag. Use the code OLINE, and any bet you choose up to $500 is fully covered. Also, O-Line Committee is pumped to team up with FVP Auto Parts and Menards this football season. Menards is your one-stop shop for everything for your car, and that includes FVP motor oils, like FVP full synthetic motor oils that provide quick flow to critical parts at startup, which reduces wear and tear on your vehicle. So a lot of professional installers rely heavily on FVP full synthetic motor oils for passenger cars, for light trucks, power boats, motorcycles, other stationary and mobile equipment. So stop into any Menards. There's 15 states that have Menards, a lot of them in the northern and Midwest states. Head to Menards and stock up on FVP motor oils because performance matters on the road and beyond.
Football. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Who's got 32 teams on rungs?
This guy does. Who's excited to climb these rungs? This guy is.
This guy.
Let's go. Let's go get canceled. I just feel like we can be so bad when he's not here. You know what I'm saying? Like when Jay's here, I always have to watch myself because
you feel like he's holding you back from peak rhino. Is that
no. He's not holding me back. He's calming the rhino down because he knows that if I start getting out of control, he's going to hit that bell and I'm going to go shit.
He's going to be.
Don't.
Let's start at the bottom here. And for the YouTube audience, by the way, click that subscribe button and the like button here on the O-Line Committee YouTube channel. You can also follow us, O-Line Committee, on Instagram, on Twitter, on the TikTok. But hit us up on YouTube. And on the audio side, Apple, Spotify, 5-star rating, positive review. You'll see the visual here, our wonderful graphics department here. At least 10 people on staff.
Wrong.
You like the arrow?
Wrong? Listen, this whole group right here can go under the rung. Okay, and I'm gonna put 29 at 32.
Okay, let me say the names for the audio audience, and then they'll know what you're talking about. So number 32 Jets, 31 Saints, 30 Titans, 29 Raiders, and the rung is the booking hotels for the 2026 draft rung.
Yeah, they're booked. Their suites are ready to go. We're having the first, second, third, fourth pick. Jets, I want to like Aaron Glenn. I really do. I feel bad for what's going on, but at some point it's like, dude, a blind squirrel finds a nut. Saints, I get it. You lost your quarterback. Titans, you got a rookie quarterback. You just fired your coach. I don't expect much from you. This 29 team, you're going to get it. And you're going to get it because there's a lot of veterans on this team that know better. Geno Smith, Pete Carroll. I don't know what's going on over here. The offense looks like garbage. We may have lost Max Crosby for a little bit. It's just not going well. We have one of the top running backs in the draft last year, probably in the league, that could just, they're not finding ways to be creative with them. And at some point,
end, yeah.
Dude, have you ever seen Geno Smith throwing these interceptions? He just kind of looks, I'm so sick of him. It's like he's mad, and the receiver's kind of looking at him like, am I wrong? Are you wrong? Like, it's a mess, and it bothers me. So put them last.
Oh, you want the Raiders to be 32?
I want the Raiders last.
Okay, we'll work with the graphics department, see if we can make that change.
Thank you.
Okay, the next rung, we're still toward the bottom here. This is the update your LinkedIn profile rung here. And it's 28 Dolphins, 27 Cardinals. And I don't mind Jonathan Gannon, but I feel like the organization kind of castrated him a little bit there.
Yeah.
26 Browns. Love me some Stefanski. Not necessarily his fault, but he will likely be looking for employment. And right now, 25 Giants. Got to stop blowing massive leads and giving up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Brian Daboll, don't put that on your resume, but that's the update your LinkedIn profile rung.
You're terrible. You're terrible. And you did this because you know Jay's not here to defend Daboll. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare do that. It's not Eberflus. Listen, you're ballsy putting the Giants in the room.
You know what's tough, by the way, on Eberflus? Totally different. Obviously, we haven't gotten to that team yet, but when your last name is Eberflus and your team performs poorly, it's just way easier for people to want to rip you, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Eberflus.
Sure. Eberflus. And they show him on the sidelines. He's all like, oh, God. Listen, Dolphins, you could have put them in the last rung. Cardinals, they're interesting to me. And they're interesting because last weekend, I'm sure nobody watched the game because they are very unexciting. But if you did watch the game, Jacoby Brissett getting his fucking ass torn out the frame, still out there throwing the ball. I mean, did some amazing things. They play better with Jacoby than they do with Kyler. And I'm not even kidding you. I find this insanely wild. And they almost beat the Packers. The Packers are still a low team in my book. I don't have a lot of faith in them. But the fact that they came out competitively. The Browns, don't even get me started. You paid Myles Garrett. Now everyone in Cleveland's talking about how Myles is upset. Dude, shut the fuck up. The whole salary cap went to you because you were whining. Nobody over here wants to hear it. But the Giants, this is where I have to disagree with you. I think the Giants, the problem is the guy that they're leading them is so young. right? He's doing this mascara thing on his face. The linebackers are looking at him like, what are we doing over here? He's going to learn. Quarterbacks don't put face paint on, okay? They also don't act like idiots, okay? Go out there, lead the goddamn team. Tell Scadaboo to run through a brick wall. What's the fucking hard problem with that? They need to go out and finish games. And yeah, do I not want him throwing an interception on 3rd and 7 when he could have easily just like taken a sack or ran for it or something? Yeah, I do. But those are the growing pains. And if I'm Steve Mara, I'm looking at this going, okay, this kid's competitive. He's excitable. The offense is starting to look like it has a little bit of life. Malik Neighbors is coming back next year. They just need to drown out the noise because eventually the fans are going to get pissed with it, right? Like we're kind of like, hey, it's no excuse, but you're young. We're going to give you this little bit of leniency. But eventually the fans, like in 2 weeks, if they keep losing, are going to be like, that's enough of this shit. Fire him. It's a bad culture. They're going to teach him bad things. And that's where I get nervous because I like Daboll and I like the Giants. I really, really do. I think they have good intentions and I get what they're doing. They just need to perform better. And when you have a stranglehold on a team like 19-0, you need to end that shit. It's over. They are not coming back. How do you do that? I continue to get first downs. That's it. Just one into the next. And that's the problem with them is they're riding this massive wave of like, oh, we got to have a big play. We got to score a touchdown. Hey, 5 yards is just as good because you know what? Those 3 old white guys, they walk that way and they reset themselves. That's enough. That's all we need to do. We don't need to haymaker everybody anymore. I love that we went up big. Let's just continue to keep simple things simple, right? I like them.
Sad that the 3 old white guys aren't going to have jobs in like a few
Dude,
years.
what the fuck, man?
When we automate that process.
Well, you know what happened was when the Saints, I think that was Alvin Kamara, fell out of bounds and hit that guy and he like removed his leg. Instantly, the NFL was like, well, these guys just lost their jobs because now they're a liability.
Because Larry can't get out of the way of.
By the way, Larry saw Alvin Kamara coming at him for like 10 minutes and he still didn't move. Damn it, Larry!
All right, the next rung here, as we make our way through, is called the "Our Games Belong on Thursday Night or in London" rung of the ladder, and it's number 24 Bengals, 23 Texans, and 22 the Jacksonville Jaguars. And good news for you, the Giants are just one spot away from climbing up into this rung. So,
dude, the fact that you put them belong on in London, I almost couldn't swallow my coffee.
Right, like if you're like right now, if I said, "Hey, there's a London game this weekend," who do you think it is? You'd probably guess 2 teams from this pool of 3.
For sure, dude.
Oh, it's the Texans Bengals, right? It's the Jaguars and the Texans.
You're sleeping on the Bengals, okay? They have Flacco now. Their defense is still really
and
rough.
they love Flacco and Tottenham. I'm telling you,
they love should, it. As they should. Texans, we saw last night, like just I don't know, man. The offensive line.
It's been kind of a Texans came out hot about 2-3 years ago, and it's just kind of a. All right, the next tier is called the "Living with Some Sam Darnold Regret" tier, or rung, I should say, because it's a ladder. Mm-hmm. Number 21, the Panthers, who had Sam Darnold in their building a few years ago, and the Vikings at 20, who also had Sam Darnold in their building, and all he does is keep winning and chunking for yards.
Sorry, Mac.
Bryce Young hasn't been a disaster, but he has not been dynamic, and now he's hurt, and he might be out with an ankle sprain for a while. So
saw that. And I think, I don't know if they said it was an ankle. I heard that it was a bone bruise or something, right?
Okay.
But either way,
who doesn't get hurt? Big boned Sam Darnold. That's
sure
who doesn't get hurt.
No, I agree with you on this one. I mean, the Panthers, they had a little fight in them earlier, but now it's kind of gone. And the Vikings, Mackie, your Vikings, I'm sorry, man. It's this last game right now, and getting punched in the mouth like that, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with JJ, but I think these two teams are well placed where they are. And I do think that, especially number 20, they're looking at this like, dudes, seriously, we had this guy here. Fuck.
Yeah, there's we did a deep dive on Purple Daily for the Vikings fans out there.
Again. I'm sorry.
But, it's a whole thing right now. Okay, the next rung, if you squint really hard, you could see a playoff contender here. 19 Falcons, 18 Commanders, 17 division-leading Steelers. I don't have a ton of faith. 16 Cowboys. And you may think that a couple of these are too low, but as you go higher, I don't.
No. It all makes sense, and I'm totally with this. I just think some of them are too high. Like, if I could do this rung, it would just be 16. I would cut 17 and put them in the last rung, right? Because I'm with you. I don't have a lot of faith in. Yeah, I'd put them right there. But they don't.
Even the Steelers are having some Sam Darnold regrets.
He was on the market. We could have had him.
He was available.
Commanders, I know. Defense is up and down this year. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is hurt right now. It's going to be a thing. The Falcons, to me, are the conundrum here because I could see this is if you squint really hard, them and the Cowboys. And I only say the Cowboys because defensively, they need to get better, right? Like they're going to have to figure out a way. Their offense is doing great. Falcons, same thing. When they're on, man. They're scary. You talk about Drake London out there and Kyle Pitts, and all of a sudden Bijan, his ability to fucking make space and get through shit, insane. But yeah, I'm squinting to be like, is it on? Is it off? Same thing with the Cowboys, right? Is the defense here today? Are they not here today? The Steelers and Commanders, though, in my opinion, they're not there. The Falcons could do it. The Cowboys more so.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I have the Cowboys at the top of this tier. Because of all these teams, if you said what's the best quality or the best attribute you can hang your hat on or helmet on for any of these 4 teams, you'd say the Cowboys offense.
For sure.
And then maybe you'd say like the Falcons weapons or the Commanders quarterback when he's healthy. Okay, we're climbing up here, and this next rung is called a lot of teams have it better than us.
Rude.
And it's 15. I had the Chargers like third at one point, and I do think they're going to come roaring back, but with the injuries and they're trying to figure out some stuff. So their defense a little bit leaky. So they're parked at 15 right now.
Yeah, they could go up, they could go down. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when Joe comes back. I haven't heard any updates for this week. I know they play Thursday against the Vikings, but when they lost Omarion, I mean, dude, honestly, that he was amazing. He was going to be everything. I saw him and Najee were going to be the 1-2, and it was like, I think it was game 1 or maybe it was game 2 where he took off. He bursted out, and I was like, oh my God. When they get Najee back, it's going to be insane. But then he gets hurt. You lose Rashawn, right? You lose Khalil to that elbow, which horrific, right? Dislocates his elbow in the game. Like, they're battling things right now. I would love to see them climb the ladder. The problem is, and and I know, you're in the wrong division, dude. Because the Chiefs are getting hot, and now the Broncos are starting to look like something. And I get it. And Jay said they didn't do anything for 3 quarters. Bro, I've been in games where we didn't do anything for 3 quarters, but we kicked it out in the 4th because Coach was like, we're better than this team, and we should just out-muscle them, or we're going to go home and run sprints for the next 7 fucking days. And it's like...
It's actually... I agree on the 3 quarters thing to some extent, but it's also super impressive what they did in the 4th quarter to win the game. So it shows football character. Okay. This is where things get even more controversial because at 14,
you're high.
The rung is called "We're 1-5, but we're still going to win our division," and it's the Baltimore Ravens.
You have officially lost it, dude. I am not.
It's Hot Take Tuesday.
I'll stake in a beer right here.
Well, we did it we actually did it yesterday. Remember, you and Jay are not going to take the Ravens to win the division. I am staking a beer on the line.
Good. Here we go. Listen. I heard that he was not out yesterday for the walkthrough. I'm curious myself to see if he's going to be there tomorrow because today's Tuesday and everybody's off today, so tomorrow will be practice. I, unlike the rest of the world, am looking at this with the Ravens going, I say we wait 1 more week, and if we lose, his ass is on IR. Why? Because we still have him for 10 more years. We're going to do something stupid this year that's going to knock him off for next year. Here's my bigger issue with them. Do we bring Harbaugh back? That's becoming the issue. That's my hot take. I love the Harbaugh family. I'm practically like a stepchild in the damn family. I get treated like one at times, but that's okay. The problem is we've had so much talent on this team for so long, and we still have nothing to show for it, that eventually you start to wonder, and we've talked about this on the show, how many times can you push that rock up that hill, right? Guys eventually are going to be like, dude, we're doing the same thing every year. We need something new. We need something fresh. And it just takes one guy to say that to the owner. Oh, man, it wouldn't be great to have something fresh in here. And all of a sudden the owner's like, yep, here we go. Done.
I mean, well, in my world, in my scenario, they're winning the division still.
I know. I'm not taking you off that.
So,
I'm not. I got you.
I think same thing for Steelers fans who are kind of just ready for a change with Tomlin. Be careful what you wish for.
Agreed.
Because Matt
could get Mike
Eberflus could
McDaniels.
come walking through that door, or goofy Mike McDaniel. Yeah,
I hate to tell you, dude, but I don't feel like there are a lot of coaches that are like the Harbaughs, who are what they say they are. They show up every fucking day. They do it right, whether you like it or not. They know the
Vrabel's
truth.
like that. Tomlin's
right?
like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. They show up crusty and mad, and you know what? I used to love those coaches because you had to make them happy. You had to please them. That's hard to do. You know where you stand with them at all times because they're coming up to you. They'll look at you to your face and be like, "What's up, motherfucker?" And you're like, he not happy with me. Or he'll come up and be like, "How's my big dog doing?" Big dog happy. You're like,
"Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?"
Oh yeah, I know, right? And eventually you're kind of like, do I want to make this guy happy anymore? And I know it's a terrible thing to say, but it's true. We're human. You would be thinking it too. Eventually you're like, dude, I can't beat my head against this wall anymore. I'm sorry. I don't believe in what we're doing. This isn't falling for me. It's not the thing. It's not you. It's me. Whatever makes you feel happy about this. That's where I worry that they are right now. And I love John to death. I obviously love Jim. I think he's a phenomenal coach. But if I'm the owner, I'm going, hey, how many more years do I have Lamar? How many more years do I have Ronnie Stanley as a left tackle, right? How many more years? Shit, D-Hop's probably done this year. He just makes one incredible catch a game, and we're like, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a big, obviously they have not broken through to even get to a Super Bowl in the Lamar Jackson era. So it's like, it's definitely a conversation about. All right, next rung is the new coach, new culture. Woo! And it's 13 Bears and 12 Patriots. And I will admit, the Bears at 13 is a bit of a stretch for me.
Yeah, it is.
But I really just love the category. New coach, new culture, and they look good together. So Bears 13, Patriots at 12.
Patriots haven't been good since Johnny was born, and I love how you sneak him into 12 and not think I'm going to say a goddamn word about it. Are you out of your mind? You just put the Bears and the Patriots at 12 and 13.
It's a little aggressive. I know.
Here's the problem. I'm not against it. If you'd have asked me 5 weeks ago, I'd have cut you from the show. I'd have been like, Mac, you're fired. You are fired. Get the hell out of here. But now I'm looking at it like, Jesus, did we really just let the Bears and the Patriots walk their way back into their own divisions? But what happened? Those teams finally got smart, and they hired a good coach, right? We've talked about Braves. We love them. Ben Johnson's the same damn thing, right? You see his team super excitable. They're doing things, by the way, Swifty. If you can run the ball, guys, it's going to be a long day. And you talk about Ben Johnson being creative, and at times his quarterback drives us nuts because he's doing the whirly bird in the back end zone, and we're like, just throw the fucking ball. But I like them, and they are feisty, and they are fresh. Both these teams, I think, deserve to be where they are. And I'm not against it, Mac, but seriously, if you'd asked me 4 weeks ago, we would have had words about this.
Yeah, it's actually not shocking that especially the Bears in a new system with an off-schedule quarterback that you're trying to mold, that they started slowly, and now here we go. Okay, the next rung, we're climbing up.
Here we go.
We're climbing up. Don't be shocked if they're there in late January. You heard it here first, okay? Because I'm sure no one else in the country is talking about football, so you heard it here first. Number 11, Broncos. Number 10, the Bucks, even though they lost last night.
My buddy.
Mike Evans also out for a while with another injury. Number 9, the 49ers, they're like a zombie, man. Like, they just keep walking. They lose their arm and their foot, and they just keep limping at you. And then number 8, the Seahawks. So don't be shocked if these teams are hanging around in mid to late January.
I love this. I love this rung. I think this is going to be one of the scarier rungs because these are teams that, like you said, they fight, right? Like the Broncos, they came back in the fourth quarter and they fought their way back. The Bucks, anytime Baker's the head of that team, I will take them. And I agree with you. Last night was awesome. Awesome game. They are decimated. And once again, decimated again because losing Mike, dude, that could be clavicle. What are we talking, 6-8 weeks? Like
broken clavicle, yeah.
Concussion. Like, dude, he got hit. And that's one of the things is like, that's a big loss. Now we need Godwin back. Ibuka really wasn't doing shit last night, but it was because Baker was being harassed. Like, I'm worried that some team has been like, this is the formula on how to beat them, right? We go now. We take them when they lose all their talent. They don't have Bucky. They don't have Chris. It's going to be a mess, but they're still fighters. The Niners are the one that's on this list that I am like, what is going on? They are exactly like you said. They are the zombie that you can't kill. They keep showing up and just putting good things together. And every week it seems like it's kind of changing the theme of the week, but it's like, that's what makes Shanny so fun, is that at any moment he could go into his bag of tricks and be like, oh, remember this? Oh, look at this play. Oh, found one. Here we go. We're going to make this the theme of the day. Last week it seemed to be like, hey, we're going to swing Christian out, and whatever they do on defense, it's going to cause a pick route somewhere. Someone's going to get open. Let's just get first downs. In Seattle, at times offensively, you're kind of like, what's going on? And then they throw it to Jackson Smith, and you're like, never mind. You guys look fucking amazing. That the relationship that Sam and JSN have, it's going to be trouble.
He has become one of the most reliable pass catchers in the league, man. Like I think JSN is right up there among, like, in terms of receptions and productivity.
Oh yeah, he's leading the league in some of that. He's doing a phenomenal job. And they come out of nowhere, right? Like, we were all kind of looking at them like, well, they could be something, right? And at times they can't stop tripping over their own feet, but the fact that these two have such a great relationship, I mean, like, just drop in the bucket. You're like, how do you defend that? Like, they were watching it last night, and I think that the announcers started talking about how, like, the ball was so perfect, and the defender just put a tip of his finger on it. But it was like, what else can you do? Nothing. You can't stop that kind of stuff. For me, I want to see more in their run game. Their offensive line that they've invested so much in, I want to see more. Give me more violence so that this stuff at JSN becomes even bigger and more explosive. I know. Oh, we haven't talked about these guys.
We're climbing. Woo! Okay.
There's
one team on the next rung, and it's number 7, the Buffalo Bills, and the rung is the on timeout until we can figure out how to stop the run rung. So I'm just parking them here for now. I think they're going to go back up. I do think they have a chance to win the Super Bowl, but we're just going to put them right here for a second.
Yeah, I mean,
you lost your own division. You're no longer in first place in your division. You're getting gashed by the run. You can just sit this one out for a second, and then we'll talk in November.
Dude, a lot has happened since they beat the Ravens. Like, remember when they beat them in the line? We were like, wow, this is it. And then they go and lose to the Patriots. We're like, never mind, never wear all whites again. Never do the snowflake night, okay? We don't want that shit. I'm with you. If you cannot stop the run, we preach it on this show constantly. If you can run the ball, you can win almost any game because you can drain the clock. You can beat on a defense. You can put a stranglehold on the other offense because you go, hey, when you going to get the ball? You don't fucking know. Here we go. We're just going to keep driving this clock. And the best is when you're running the ball really well, quarterback will come in every now and then. He'll be like, hey, everybody take a break. Everybody take a break and appreciate the fact that we are fucking these guys up. And you're like, yeah. All right, here we go. Hit me with another one. Right? Like, you're having too much fun, man. But you know what, Bills? I'm with you. You got to stop the run. Can't let Josh do everything. I'm a little nervous for them. I'm not going to say anything yet. We're going to wait.
We'll see.
I'm more nervous than most people, I think. I feel like I've seen this. But here we go.
Okay. All right. We're getting way up toward the top of the ladder here. Legit Super Bowl contenders.
I know who won.
6 through 2. Eagles are 6. Packers are 5. Lions are 4. The Rams, who put an absolute beatdown in London on the Jaguars, are 3, and the Colts are 2. And that means, to wrap up Hot Take Tuesday,
we already know.
My hot take is we can play out the rest of the season. There's like 11 more weeks in the regular season, 12 more weeks, whatever it is. But I'm telling you right now, on October 21st, 2025, and I didn't even change them on here. It's supposed to say Chiefs, that the Kansas City Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl. They are the number 1 team in the NFL, despite the fact that they've lost 3 games.
200%.
Number 1 is Kansas City Chiefs.
Could not agree with you more, but I want to talk about this team at 5, and I want to know why everyone thinks they're so good. I'm not with it. I was wondering where you were slipping them in. I think they are fraudulent at times. They're bothering me. They should slip down to more like below 13, because I know who 13 is, so put them at 14.
Wait, the Packers?
Yeah, the Packers. I just said it, for sure.
You got the Packers below the Bears?
Yeah, I'm putting them back there.
What?
Right here, right now. Dude, I just saw them go to Arizona, and they almost lost to Jacoby Brissett, and I was like, wait, what is going on? Now, that in turn made me think that Jacoby Brissett is doing way better. But then I stopped and went back, and I was like, no, it's still the Packers, and I still don't have a lot of faith in them. I don't. But I do have a ton of faith in the Chiefs. I think that they are hitting on all cylinders right now. I think that game versus the Colts is going to be insane. I'm so excited to watch it. I know that Jay thinks the Colts are the best team in the NFL, and that's great. They are phenomenal. The minute that 15 got every one of his weapons back, he just looked up and was like, you have officially pissed me off, and now I'm going to fucking slam it down every one of your throats. And if you think Andy's going to let up for any reason, I feel like they're going to try and score more points than they ever have in their entire lives. And I'm excited. I am officially here for it. I have to be. I can't keep resisting this because it just hurts my heart. So let's go.
Wow, the Packers that far down is an interesting. I feel like maybe on Thursday we can formulate a steak and a beer off that, but they're kind of rickety.
Well, they could miss the playoffs and the Bears get in.
Let us know in the YouTube comments how far off was I on these rungs, these rankings here. Let me know. Fight me in the comment section, if you will, after you click subscribe here. And that's the Rhino for absent Jeremiah. I'm Phil Mackey, and this is the O-Line Committee.